Hey
Hi,
guys, good morning, good evening.
good morning.
All right. So, where you guys in the terms of completion of exercises? Did you guys got
Yeah,
chance to move ahead a little?
yeah, Abhishek, and have doubt also.
Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, for exercise 8, to
Can
import
you
the
share your
product.
screen? Can you share your
Yeah,
screen like this?
yeah,
I want to understand.
just a minute, I'm logging.
Let me know once you're sharing the screen.
Yep, sharing now.
Okay, let's. No, I can't see that yet. I think it's loading.
Yeah,
No, I can see. Yeah,
now,
please tell
yeah. So this revenue volume input model is there now.
me.
So I'm trying to import the volume for this model. But I think I'm missing something, so it's not yet. I'm getting error.
Okay.
Might be mapping I'm not getting here.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Yeah, let me.
Just upload the new file once again.
Yep.
Yeah, hold on, hold on.
Okay. Okay. There.
Okay, we'll go back.
Okay.
Not like that. Not like that. Upload the new file.
Upload the file. Okay.
Okay. Now
Hmm.
see what's your header row now. Try to understand. I mean, when you
Oh.
select header row and first
Hmm.
header row, you should be paying a little attention.
Right. So header row should be this one, right?
Hmm. Yeah, now it's good. Now move ahead.
Okay.
Now do the mappings.
So time, it's fixed time.
And why do you think it's fixed time?
Hmm.
Can't you try another thing?
This all columns, column headers.
Yeah, select that.
Okay. Column header cannot be mapped more than one time.
You have mapped in line item as well. Last one as column header. That's why the error is coming. No, that's fine. Let it be. You continue.
Okay. And this one for the product name, this and value
That you keep it as fixed line item.
fixed fixed line
Yes.
item.
Yes.
Okay. What's the use of this? I mean, I'm not getting.
What it does is like whatever is there,
Okay.
so whatever the value is there into the file, okay, so those 336,285, you will be just redirecting them entirely to move in one of the line item which you will fix it. And the line item which you fix is only one, and that is volumes. So
Okay.
that's what you're gonna be entering over there.
And time will be this only, right?
Yeah, match name is fine.
Okay.
That's good enough.
G3
Rest
location also
you will be able
match.
to do, don't worry. Everything is fine, rest.
Okay.
Yeah, select their volume.
Yeah.
Now you press OK. I
Run
mean
import.
run input. Yeah.
Yeah. Invalid date or time.
Okay. Can you just change the date formats then of the
Yeah.
file accordingly?
Okay. Custom from customize. You mean dates I need to change?
No, go to the time.
Yeah.
And see why the error come. Try to understand. So the format which you defined didn't
Format.
match.
Yeah.
Now can you please make sure that the file format of the source and the target
Yeah.
matches? You select the correct format. I don't know what the correct format is. Just select that and it should be
It's
good.
YYMMTV. Okay. YYMM.
Select the periods.
Okay. Okay. Now can I run import, right?
Run. Why you
Okay.
think? Run. Error will come, will run again.
Yeah.
Not to worry. It's about to happen. Invalid period format. Why, Now, can you check what was the why you got this error again?
Yeah. It's,
No, I will tell you. Open your Excel.
yeah.
Go right. So you see, it's 2019-12, and the data is now again from January 2020. Okay. Now open your module.
Sorry, I'm not getting.
You see the value is from 2019 till
Yeah.
2020, right?
Right. Right.
Now open your module. Show me is the data holding from 2019 to 2020 here?
Yeah. It's 19, I think only.
No.
So
You move to the right. It's
okay.
it's still 19 only, right? No, it's still December
It's yeah.
20. The data is
Yeah.
there. In the file also the data is still December 20. No, it's still
Yeah.
2021, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Now the
21.
2021 data didn't got entered. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
ideally they would have asked you to increase number of future year as to one as well. You have missed
Yep.
that part.
Mm-hmm. Right. So okay, it's 19 and okay.
Just increase
So
the number of past year, number of future years. Correct your time calendar. Okay.
okay.
Mailu, this issue you will also get. You are getting it, right? What you are discussing?
Um, yeah, I haven't gone this far, but I've had issues with time as well with the
Yeah,
calendar,
I mean,
right?
conceptually you're understanding, right? What we are trying to achieve here.
Uh, I think so.
Yep, great.
Okay, we'll do it now. Hmm. Yeah. Yep, I got it.
All good? Successful everything?
Yeah,
All right, then
yeah,
let's get
yeah.
started
Thank you.
for the
Yeah.
today's agenda. No worries.
One more doubt, Abhishek.
Tell me.
Like, how we can convert this dimension, like from page to rows or column
Click
in.
on the pivot, please. Pivot option at the top. That's not the pivot. Beside pivot. Yeah. Hold on. Listen. Yeah. Click there.
Mhm.
Click there. Click
Yeah.
there. Now
Okay.
you arrange from there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
And I hope you understand that's just a visual representation which you are changing, nothing else. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me share my screen and we'll get started for the day.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So our model is, I think, MJM. No. The UX we are creating with another model, right? Where is that? Okay, let's get directly into the UX page. You guys can hear me clearly, right? That's not an issue at my end in the terms of you can any distortion.
No, we can.
Oh, okay, great. All right. So the other day we were discussing about this boards under the UX. Okay, so there we saw like you have the margin, cost, revenue, and the margin percentage. And once you click here, okay, then you can once again start your editing. Okay, so I'm just starting with that. So yesterday we added a grid card. Okay, and we didn't discussed about the context selector. Okay, we told we'll discuss today. What I'm going to be doing is I'll add another grid card right now, maybe with another module. So I'll just do the same activity. So the other time we added in the margin calculations, let me add in some other module like maybe volume inputs, or let me just check in which could be best to add. Okay, I'll add this rev price growth rates. Okay. Now, see, try to understand one thing. Okay, suppose we are in this margin calculation one, and I'm discussing now the context selector. Other tabs, other options we know very well, right? So, under the context selector, if you see, there is one option of selecting in these filters. Okay, now what are these filters? These filters are the one which you see at the top. Okay, for an example, the G3 location you see here. What is your G3 location? New York and all. Okay. Now, maybe what you can want is you just want it not to sync with the page. So currently, the chocolates which you are using, it's syncing with the page. Okay. When you select, the chocolate value changes. If you just keep this sync with the page off, okay, now you don't see that option as well. But if you just keep it like on, or maybe you just keep it as selector, so what happens, the option comes at down to select. Okay, now this will be an exclusive change which you can do over here. Now when this becomes important is like when you have multiple grid who had the dimension G3 location. Now when G3 location is dimension of multiple grid, you will have one context selector at the top mentioning G3 location. And what you can do is, if you for that specific grid, for example, grid A, you want it to sync with page, that's fine, you can keep it. Maybe for grid B, you don't want to sync with page and you want specifically a selector which comes at the down, which will not sync with the page. You guys are understanding what I mean, or any confusion? Let me know. I'll repeat once again.
Can you repeat again, please?
Okay, sure. Suppose this is a grid A. Okay. Now imagine there is one grid that is grid B. Okay. The dimension of both are G3 location and time. Okay. Okay. Not okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm telling, you see here, sync with page option is enabled. Okay. Now what this page option is, you see at the top context selector, right? So
Yes.
you are selecting the values from the top and these are getting changed because as per your selection what you're defining, right?
Yeah.
What I want, maybe there is another grid, grid B, which is also having a dimension G3 location. Now, but my scenario is when I select this as San Francisco, I am okay that the margin calculation value shows me the values of San Francisco, but I don't want the values of grid B to be changed by this context selector at the top. Got it? What I said?
Mhm.
So what I'm going to be doing in that case is I'll be explicitly, disabling the sync with page and I'll just enable a selector. As soon as I enable a selector for grid B, the values for will be reflected on the basis of these specific context selectors which you have at the down at the page level. Got it, right? You're still confused? Confused? Then let me know. I'll repeat once again.
Yeah.
Confused?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
okay, still confused. Okay, I can infer that.
You mean entire page is like reflecting by page selector, so and we can do it if you want to select a particular grid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Let
Mhm.
me maybe show you as well. That could be helpful for you all. Okay, now see, we have two different grids. Okay, grid A, grid B. Okay,
Okay.
now we are selecting this grid. So what happens? If you change the San Francisco from here, Phoenix, see the values are getting changed in both the grids, right? Just keep
Okay.
an eye,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm selecting New York. The value changed, right? It became 250 and here also the values changed. Correct? Yes, no.
Yeah.
What I want is this value is okay, fine. I want it to be changed on the basis of page selector. But what I want, the grid B to have a specific selector contained inside. Okay. I don't want that to be controlled at the page level. So I'll just keep the sync with page option off and I'll enable a selector over here. And now what will happen? Let me do this here. Now what happens? Let's see. So now your Miami will only change this grid. Okay. If you want here, you have to explicitly come and change the values. You got the point? So this allows you an extra level of selection which you can do specifically at the grid levels.
Okay. Okay. She got it.
Got it, Milu, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what the advantage of, the context selectors are, or this is how the utility of context selector is. Okay. Apart from that, there are, other options available, other cards as available as well. Let's see what are they. So first of all, you see a text card. Okay. So I just dropped a text card. So here you can, just give in the instructions. So maybe, I'll name it as instructions. If you want, you can give description, tile color, pretty much self-explanatory, body text. Maybe so I mean, maybe I have done this. I can very well keep it small a little, and text color I can change from here. If you guys will explore on your own, it will become quite easy as well. Maybe at this time it could be looking like where I'm clicking and all. Just try to do this on your own. It will be very easy, straightforward. Okay. So this is how the text card is added. So maybe if you want to add in certain instruction for the user, or maybe information, then you have the chart option. Okay. Now this is gonna be interesting. I'm not dragging a chart card here. Okay, now I click on configure chart. Select a data source. So what's going to be my data source? Resolution margin calculation. Rest options are going to be same. If you want, you can change that. If you want to give the title, you can give there. And the important one is the chart type. So whatever chart type you want, so the present information to be displayed. So the present information is revenue, cost, margin, margin percentage, unit price growth, unit cost growth. So these are the information which you are displaying onto your chart. A chart type you can specifically control from putting in this area chart, bar chart. You see, I mean, accordingly the colors are there. If you want to see revenue like this, costs, you can click here. So one by one, the information pertaining to specific line items are also coming, and in a combination in aggregated versions, if you want combined, you can see that as well. So you have lots of different varieties. Okay, dot chart, Gantt chart, and waterfall and whatnot. Okay. So you can just select the one whichever you like is good or as per the client's requirement. Okay. Now you have just added in over here the chart. Okay. Now if you want, you have these options over here as well. If you want, you can change the color specifically. Okay. So I just changed it to green, maybe blue, and red one you want it to change to be maroon, dark red, orange one you want to be changed it to this color. I don't know what to know. You will know better. So if you want, you can just change this here. Up to you. So that's what the idea is. Okay. I mean, these colors specifically you can change here as well. And then you have something like at the context. So the context color, if you want, you can just change it once again. And pretty much, the same context selector options are here as well. Apart from that, you can specifically show the key performance indicators, KPIs. So select a module. Maybe I want my KPIs to be selected from revenue to margin calculation, and the line item is margin percentage, which I will be keeping it as KPI. So title, if you want, you can give. Maybe I'll just mention margin percentage, and then if you want to link with a page, style color, pretty much same. Number scale, if you want to keep it at thousands, millions, or let's keep it none. It looks better. And we have just shown the KPIs. So I can display many KPIs. I'm just selecting the margin percentage one at this point of time. Maybe I want, apart from that, the field. So the field, if I see over here, so if I select the choose module, maybe I select revenue margin calculation. Okay, and if I go here in the line items, which line items I want to be enabled as field. So maybe unit price growth and unit cost growth I want to see show. Okay, so I've just enabled the field for this, and the values for these specific line items will be shown. So what ideally it's happening is like, I mean, depending upon the style which you choose, okay, depending upon your need, your style, the data which you want to show in which fashion, yeah, explicitly, just portraying or displaying it in a specific formats as such. Okay, so maybe you just showed a little data in chart, showed a little data in the fields, showed little data in uh maybe the percentage, like that. Okay, so that's how it is done. There are two other option, image and map. Okay, so these are explicitly for the L2 courses. You will not require it for L1, and I mean, these will not be in your lessons as well, so don't worry about this. So these are the options which are available here in your cards. Okay, and this is how you design your dashboards. If you want, you can just change the alignments as well. I mean, maybe you want the percentage to be coming at the top, so you see these six dots. Okay, you just need to drag it. So maybe I'm just dragging it a little, and what I do, I just bring it here, and I have just brought in this 74.29 over here. And once I feel it's okay, I just click on publish. So as soon as I publish, what happens? The dashboard is now available to the end user for their use. Okay, and this is how our data is coming now on the screen, and mm, uh, just making my browser look small for the purpose. You can see these changes, how it's getting reflected. So if I'm just changing the values, see how beautifully even the data here, 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 since everything is synced up. Okay, now all the data are getting changed. Okay, and that's how your dashboard is all about. I mean, that's how you create a board. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, not too complex, not too much to do, and up to the client requirements or up to your understanding how the data is to be displayed. You can very well put up to the end user, and maybe you can just tell the user, you can forward this link to the user, and the user can just log in and use it via this link, and that should be good enough. Any confusions till here before we move ahead? Silence I'll take as a no. All right, so moving ahead with the another type of page which we had to discuss, and that was more like all right, so let's create another page, and we are going to be working upon the worksheets right now. So I just selected worksheet, pretty much same activity. Okay, so don't have you need to select in the workspace, you need to select in the models, and I'm using the level 1 model Rupali, and then this is how my worksheets looks like. Okay, so I see three configure. Instead, there was a one board section in the drag cards option, which used to be there when you were just dragging it from here to here in the boards. In worksheet, it looks little different. So you see only one configure grid option. Let's click here and see what happens. Suppose I select reservative margin calculation. Now these options are pretty much going to be same. I'm not going to be covering this once again. There's no point doing that. So suppose I just arrange a little, and you can click on pivot and all if you allow, pretty much self-explanatory, and you click on update. Now what happens over here is, see, try to understand. So here you don't have an option of putting in those fancy charts, or displaying the charts or KPIs or boards, anything as such. Okay, here in worksheets, it's just a blank representation of data. You can't do anything fancy, you can't do anything hi-fi over here. Okay, so what did I said? I'll just repeat once again. So here in the worksheets, okay, it's gonna be a pretty much simple, straightforward representation of data. Okay, you can't do anything fancy out here. So it's just that you take the data, put the data to the end user in the textual, in this format. Okay, not textual, but in this data grids format. Okay, now the user can just see in the grid, he can take the decision. So worksheet, ideally you're going to be designing in the scenarios where you have to just display the data, where the user is just bothered to display that or see the data, not anything else. You can't do anything else over here in these worksheets. If the user demands, I just want to see the data records on my page, you can go with a worksheet. But I mean, in general, it's always better option that you go with this one. What, you go with boards, and obvious the reason is because boards are going to be allowing you the number of different ways to put in or display the data to the end user. But still, if you are pretty much sure that you just want the data grids to be shown or displayed, you can just maybe select this option out here. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. So is the
now apart
worksheet
from,
oh,
sorry.
I have a question. So even though it's a worksheet, the end user they're not able to edit or anything. Is that true?
No,
Usually
so
they
if you
they want the
want the end
permission.
users to enter data over here, okay, you can do that. What you need to do is, see, you see an option allow editing here, right? You
Oh,
can
okay.
enable. Now these line items editing can't be enabled because these are formula driven. Okay,
Sure.
but if something was not formula driven, those line item you can allow editing, and a user can enter the data on the dashboard. That's how you say the user is going to be interacting when you enable this option of allow editing. So allow editing was there in your boards as well, if you remember, the second tab. Okay, you got it
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
yep, no worries. So apart from that, you see an additional inside option. Okay, now this, when you click on configure, it gets pretty much similar to the board option. Now additional insight is more like you're providing an additional information about the data which is portrayed onto your worksheet. Okay, so maybe I'll just select one chart here. It's going to be pretty much similar to what we have learned in the boards. Okay, so suppose I select the Rev 03 margin calculation, and maybe the chart I want is to be displayed for the margin percentage, and maybe revenue. That's it, or maybe revenue and the margin, not anything else. So I'm just going to be selecting these two line items explicitly. Where is revenue? Here, margin is here. Click on apply. Click on update. Select a chart type. Maybe I select a pie chart over here, and I'll just click on publish for an example. Now, what is the idea? Like thinking from an end user perspective, and need of additional insight is, it's more you see the data over here. If you want an additional insight about the data, maybe I'm keen to show the user, like revenue in chart as well. Then I can very well show, okay, and user can click here at the option. This can come at the down. You can stretch it as well. You can just minimize it from an end user perspective. Okay, you can just entirely remove that. You can bring that up to you. So it's an additional information, okay, about the data which is there in your worksheet. Then you see add links to a related page. Now it is more like, how this will work is you can just add links. Okay, currently we don't have, but what this option allows is like, you if you have multiple pages, the user, if you have page one here, page two here. Okay, sorry, some reason this is not working. Okay, page one here, page two here, page three here. Okay, so suppose this is margin calculation. Okay, you can have other pages as well. So you can just create a link over here, and from here the pages will get directly navigated. You can navigate around different pages. So that's what the concept and idea behind.
So we can add multiple model like board, right? Here.
No, not multiple models. You can add multiple pages. So you have
Okay.
this margin calculation and detail. So user just click on this link and he gets navigated there instead, selecting it from here. Okay, that's just an idea.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how your worksheet is created, and the major difference, and this is how it has to be created. Okay, any questions still here?
Yeah, like what's the major difference between board and sheet?
That's what I said. Like, when you have the data which you want to display to the end user only in the form of data grids. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then you are going to be using worksheets. But in contrary, if you want the data to be displayed in the form of boards, charts to the end user, then you are going to be using boards. It depends upon the user demand. No? Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Mailu, you're okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so with that said, we are done with the dashboard. Okay. Now there is one one good exercise for you guys is like, there will be one 90-minute training on the UX and the dashboard exclusively. Okay, search that into your learning.anaplan.com UX training. You will get that and just do that. Okay, they will not be telling you anything else apart from what we had discussed, but they will tell you very slowly, slowly, slowly. Okay, maybe that will give you some help as well. So I recommend you guys to do that training. Okay, that's going to be pretty helpful, and it should be all good. Don't worry. I mean, UX is very easy here. Okay.
Mhm. So we have
Okay.
access to, right? We can do the practice as well in this
Uh,
workspace, provided workspace.
yeah, yeah, you will have these my pages, right? And it will be in
Yeah.
your notes, so you can practice from there. It shouldn't be a
Oh,
challenge.
oh,
Okay. All
okay.
right. So just give me a second. Let me see the other topics which are there pending. So, like I mentioned, there is a security topic which is pending from my end. Okay, version you have asked, I remember. I'll be covering that. Okay, don't worry. And the rest, I am done. Okay, so probably just give me a second. Let me cover the security, how it is done. By the way, before I cover security, okay, since usually, there are few things which are part of L2s as well. Just wanted to understand, are you guys, any of you, planning to take the L2 course?
Um, is that offered? When is that offered?
No, no, like I'm just asking you, will you be enrolling for the L2 courses as well?
Oh, um, maybe is so. Abhishek, so there is like is it the L1 certification? Should that be done first?
It's not mandatory. Okay, like anyways, even if you don't complete your L1, you can start doing your L2. It's not like, it's gonna be restricted. Like you can do only L2, or the L2 course will only open once your L1 will get completed. So it's not gonna be any challenge or as such in those
Yeah,
steps.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, but
do you recommend getting the certification as we go along? Like as we complete the L1, go ahead and get the
Yeah, but yeah,
certification.
that's what. But ideally, I would suggest, like, better you first complete L1, then only move to L2. I mean, there's no point, right? Keeping
yeah,
everything in plate and not completing anything.
yeah,
So,
that's what we are thinking to complete L1 certification first.
uh-huh.
Yeah, and want to enroll in L2 as well, but have to complete, I mean, L1 certification.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So,
agreed. I'd be interested in that too.
okay. So, what we are going to be doing is like, uh, the ideally for the folks who are in level 1, level 2 enrolled, okay, or who gets completely enrolled, I cover security explicitly in level 2 course, okay, because there is some relations which are to be formed. But I'm not very much sure that you guys are 110% keen in attending the L2. So maybe I'll cover the security now itself. In the L2, we'll see the extended version. Maybe if we meet again in the L2 courses, then okay. Instead, keeping those things for L2, because you know that would be better. I mean, if I cover the security now itself, those two, like security is going to be divided into three forms. First is role, another is selective access, another is dynamic cell access. Now these three are related, okay. So in L1 we have role and selective access. In L2 you have dynamic cell access. Okay. So let's cover the role and what do you say, selective access over here, and the dynamic cell access we can explicitly check in out in L2. I mean, that's a part of L2. Okay. So that would be an idea. So I mean, what I can do is, or what I'll propose is, like, you guys, like from the theoretical perspective, today is gonna be my last session. Okay. I mean, I'm done. Once I complete the security, I'm done with the theoretical topics. Okay. There's nothing left from my end. But since you guys haven't completed the model building yet, and neither done with your examination, and there could be one or two questions as well coming in from your end, and that I'm pretty sure once you start doing. So, what I propose is I complete the topic security today and will park this session. Okay. I don't want to hurry things up. We'll park the sessions. Maybe, I mean, how much time you guys think that you need to complete that model build till lesson 14 or 15, whatever? I mean, you guys have to do so you know better. Instead, I putting in any date.
Um, how, like, so where are we now? I guess we're at like 8, maybe like a
So,
week. What do you
no,
what
no,
do
no,
you
no. Let me tell you.
thinking?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. So, if you are at lesson 8, ideally, till that lesson 9, 10, 11, and 12 are not going to be that complex. Okay. So in addition, if I tell you, you will be needing somewhere around uh 3.5 hours. Okay. 3.5 hours or 4 hours inputs from your end. So is it okay if we all meet on maybe Saturday? I mean, after a couple of days, because for this batch I will not be available after 30th. I mean, I have to sum it up before 30. considering like the theoretical sessions are done, right? So I propose you guys take couple of days time. Today is 26th, 27, 28th. I'll just mark as leave. Okay, I'll not have the session. And when we meet on 29th, or maybe if you want an extension, maybe 30th. Okay,
Mhm.
I propose 29th. If you want 30th, that's also can be accommodated. So 29th, let's meet. And over there, the idea would be by the 29th session before you attend, the idea would be you have completed your entire build, you have given a shot to your L1 certification as well. Given a shot, when I say, I mean you have tried attempting or completing your L1 certificate. You got it right? What I mean? Or
So
confusion?
after model 15, the certification link is there only, right?
Yes. So there will be that certification link that will open up. Okay. Give that exam on your own.
Okay.
But
And
don't
how
worry,
many?
there will be 10 questions over there. Okay.
Mhm.
So there are going to be 10 questions, and there is, what do you say, there is no time frame as such. You will start the examination. You just try to answer those 10 questions. Okay. That's it. Now, this will be a
And
combination of theoretical, what you have learned, and apart from that, there will be practical as well, little bit. So, give a shot to that exam. Okay. And like I mentioned, don't worry if you don't clear the exam. Okay.
Oh, so
So,
the
there will,
is
exam you said was only 10 questions, like 10 multiple choice questions?
yes, let me show you how it looks like. Okay. I'm sharing my
Okay.
screen.
there are like any attempt limitation?
No attempts. No attempts. Don't worry. No
Okay.
attempts are there.
No, no,
So, I'm
what did
just
you say, Polly? What did she?
no
Polly say?
attempts. No attempts. No attempts.
There's no exercises like that, you mean?
No, no, I mean
Number
attempt.
of attempts. Number of attempts. So what she means, Mailu, like suppose you attended today, you gave a shot to the exam. Suppose you are not able to clear it. So will
Okay.
you be able to reattempt the exam? The answer is yes, you will be. Okay. So this is how your exams looks like. Okay, guys. So I mean, there will be questions like this, 10 questions. Okay, you need to just answer them. Okay. So suppose one question is following recommended best practices. What is the name of list you added? Sorry, to the
That's a
model.
passage.
So that's P3 SKU. Similarly, pretty much you guys just observe this. Okay, try doing that. If you are not able to do, let me know. We'll discuss that into the session, and keep that secret. Okay.
Yeah.
So, so ideally, this is to be. I mean, don't tell anyone when in your workplace that you took help or you just completed by someone other answer or anything as such. That's what I mean. So you just come up, let me know that you are facing issues or you're not able to complete, and I'll help you. And we'll make sure that you are L1 certified by the end of that session at any cost. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Abhishek.
So, with that said, keeping in mind, are we okay on Saturday's timeline? Can we do this in next couple of days, or is it like very much dreamy thing which I'm telling?
No, we can.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So let's do this thing, keeping in mind. Then let's meet on Saturday. Milo, you're okay with it, right?
okay.
You're okay. Sounds very feeble. You're okay.
Like if we have it, I mean, next modules is sum and all, no? After it, like
Huh.
my doubt is if we are stuck on anything, then
So if you are stuck, okay, if you are stuck, what you can do is, let me tell you. Mm, mm, mm. So, okay, if you are stuck, okay, what you do is I'm mentioning my mail ID, okay?
Yeah.
And let me just ping you my number as well.
Okay, if we're stuck, we can send you an email. That's okay.
Yeah, so 916200882575. Okay, so second one is my number. So Milo, probably you would need an extension plus 91, right? It's an Indian number. So just WhatsApp me any issues anywhere you are getting stuck. Okay, during these 2 3 days. Okay, just WhatsApp me. Okay, I may not be very quick to reply to you guys. Okay, since I am like mostly engaged in other sessions or maybe at time in my workplace, but I'll for sure reply within next 24 hours or probably before that only. I'll reply it as soon as possible. Don't worry, but don't stop your journey. Okay,
Okay,
keep on doing that.
appreciate it.
Any place, anywhere you are
Okay,
stuck, call me, message me, mail me, do whatever, but it shouldn't be a blocker for you guys to complete things till 29th of January. Okay.
Sure, Abhishek. Thank you.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's at least attempt that and we'll figure out a way. I mean, if it doesn't works, but ideally it will. Don't worry. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
and and just keep me updated on the
okay,
status what you are on 28th, okay, so that I am also aligned like where my folks are, okay. So till on 20th January you guys either mail me or ping me that you have done something or what is the status, okay.
Sure.
And on 29th,
okay. So the 20,
sorry,
huh?
sorry,
Okay, good. 28, we let you know where we are.
yeah,
And the
sure.
29th? Okay.
Yeah, so what I was telling that on 29th session, since it's Saturday, uh, are you guys okay to have the session at maybe 1 hour later instead it at 9?
What time? So it's on
1 hour
Saturday, you
later, one
said?
hour later than usual.
Oh, so instead of today, we had it at 8 a.m., it would be 9 a.m., you said?
Yes, yes, that's what I mean.
Okay, I think it's okay for me. If
Okay,
Rupali's okay.
Yes.
okay, I'll inform the team same as well, okay, but I'll inform this only when I get an update from you guys on 28th January that you have completed, then only we'll have the session on 29th at 9 a.m. Okay, otherwise that doesn't make sense, correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it
So
how is it 1 hour session or 2 hour session?
we'll have it n number of hours, don't worry, depends till the time you get the L1 certificate, okay. If we get the L1 certificate in next 10 minutes, we'll close the session. If we get in next 3 hours, we'll extend the session. So that's how it's gonna be. Okay.
Okay, Abhishek.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what the idea is. And I mean, with the interest of time, I was not able to complete the security topic. Maybe we'll take this on 29th only. Okay. So this security topic, there will be a lesson in learning.anaplan.com. Just go through on your own. Okay, just go through on your own. Watch through the videos. There will not be exercises, anything for the security. And if you will have issues, I'll take them on 29th itself, and I'll cover this security topic as well on 29th in that time duration. Okay.
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 All right.
Okay, guys.
Sounds
Then,
good.
yep.
Thank
Thanks a lot for
you.
your time. Yep. See
We'll
you.
message you
Bye bye.
Thank
28th.
you. Thank you, Abhishek. Bye.